Hello and welcome back to part 5 of the look at my 20th Century Fox Studio Classics DVDs, and in this part I will be covering the last 20 titles and then that will complete the whole collection. So in the last video I got up to number 113, and as I'll explain there's no 114, so this part I'll be starting with number 115, and this is Irving Berlin's Second Fiddle. There's the front, there's the side, there's the back. I had a copy of this originally of someone else I bought, but the sleeve was damaged, so I ordered another copy. Trying to get this back on now, it's a bit awkward. Next title is number 116. That's The Gang's All Here. Again, Carmen Mandarin, who, if I remember, was in Hello Hello. There's the side. There's the back. Number 117. And this is Irving Berlin's On the Avenue. Dick Powell and Marilyn Carroll. There's the side of that one. And there's the back. Next one is number 118, and this is Sun Valley Serenade. There's the back. Next title is number 119, and this is Daddy Longlegs, Fred Astaire and Leslie Caron. So I'm a big fan of Fred Astaire. I've not actually watched this yet, but like the other titles I haven't watched, I will get around to it at some point. Next one is number 120. This is Orchestra Wives. And I think it's about Glenn Miller. Also says on the front. Okay, we're coming to the final stretch now of these. Number 121. And this is the Dolly Sisters, the Betty Grable film. There's the side, there's the back. Next one is 122. Again, Betty Grable, and this is Pin Up Girl. So if you can hear any sniffing, I've got a cold. Came on yesterday, don't know where I got it from, and so I'm not been feeling too well, so if you do any sniffing then you know what that's from. Next title is number 123, and this is My Blue Heaven. Again, Betty Grable, and there's the side and the back. This is number 124 next. Again, Carmen Miranda, Donna Mesh, That Night in Rio. Side, the back. So following on from that, we have number 125, and this is Dr. Dolittle, a story I'm sure that most of you are familiar with. This is the original version. No sign of Eddie Murphy in this one. And now Rex Harrison playing Dr. Dolittle himself. Next one. Again, this title you'll probably be familiar with from the remake. This is number 126. This is Cheaper by the Dozen. It's based about two people who get together who already have kids, and they all move into the same house. I think Steve Martin was in the remake of that. Number 127 next. This is Bells on Their Toes. There's the side. There's the back. 128. This is Thunderhead, Son of Flicker. As I mentioned earlier in the last part about the other film, if I can find where it was again. It was, yeah, 189, My Friend Flicker. I think this is a follow-on from it. Side, the back. Got a few more now to go, these. Next one is 129. Is Greengrass of Wyoming. Charles Coburn, probably the most famous person of the two in this film. There's the back. Next is another one of the biblical films. This is number 130. And this is the story of Ruth. There's the side. The back. Who's in this one? Not anyone I'm particularly familiar with. Next one, again, number 131. This is Francis of Assisi. And I will mention the new Pope, who is Pope Francis, took his name from Francis of Assisi. So I read today. Again, no one I'm too familiar with, although I've just seen Stuart Whitman's name, who was in the last film I showed you. Number 132, again another biblical film, and I'm sure this is one that many of you have heard of before. This is The Greatest Story Ever Told. The side. There's the back. Again, another film with a very large cast. Who got in there? Got Angela Lansbury, who was in Bedknobs and Broomsticks and Murder, She Wrote, Donald Pleasance, Sidney Poitier, Claude Rains, Van Heflin, so many people that you would have heard of. Telly Savalas as well. So there, it's 191 minutes, so it's not a particularly short film. Next one is 133, and this is David and Bathsheba. And that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, Gregory Peck. And again, say this is a religious film, or based on a religious story. Bit of space there from the back, they could have put something on there, rather than shovel the writing up. I suppose I've got the picture there, so that's fine. Alright, last three now. So almost there. This is 134. And this is the house on 92nd Street. It's one of the ones I got, I think one of the first few I got these. Who's in this one? Leo G. Carroll, I've heard of, not familiar with anyone else in there. Again, it's a spy thriller, although I don't know, it's film noir, spy thriller. Leave that for you to judge yourself. Number 135. Now, you'd have seen this in my, is it March 2013 or part 1, or February 2013 part 3 pickups on Blu-ray. This is Laura. Now, this is the third copy I've got. I've also got this on the Cinema Reserve Steelbook collection, which I will be showing those off in another video. But as I was collecting these, I ended up buying this again. This is one of the last few I got. I think The Day the Earth Stood Still was another one I got last as well. There's the back. There's no extra features listed on here. I presume it's the same as the Cinema Reserve release, or at least the Blu-ray, I don't know. Put that in to check that. Now, final one is number 136, and again, not one I'm too familiar with in this film. It's House on Telegraph Hill. And this is one of the first ones I got as well. There's that one side, and there's the back. So that's the full collection. Now, you'll probably notice all the Marilyn Monroe films, and there's no Some Like It Hot in there. Now, for some reason, that wasn't released in this collection. I don't know why. It was in the Cinema Reserve Steelbook collection, so I thought that might have been in there somewhere. Could be number 111, but I've never seen it with this cover, so don't think it was ever out. Now, the US did have some of these released as well in a smaller collection. You'll probably see, if you have a look on Wikipedia, that some of these titles are also in that one. Don't know exactly which ones are and which ones aren't, but say if you want to have a look, then you can go on there. And I'll just quickly show you this. I don't know if I covered this in a previous video. It would have been part 2. As I showed you in part 4, the Marilyn Monroe ones, they all have reversible covers. For some reason, this one doesn't. So I bought that. I opened it like the other ones when I went around to change the sleeves. See, it's got the right disc. Just that around. But there's no reversible sleeve there. So I needed to buy that one, and I had to order it. And when I ordered it, I needed to make sure that I'd got the right cover, which was that one, and not that one, which was showing you. You see, again, same disc inside, but just the one-way artwork. As to why this one's different, when the focus has gone, this one, focus back. That's it. As to why this is the only one that hasn't got a reversible sleeve, I don't know, but so I want to make sure I got that one. Now, let's put that back. I thought I'd mention that because I wasn't sure if I'd shown that in a previous video. I thought it'd be worth mentioning if you want to collect these, just to keep an eye out for that. So I'll just give you a quick scan across. So it's all top shelf there. There's 90 on the top shelf. There's not actually, there's 80 on the top shelf. And then across there, there's 56, less the 3 that don't actually exist, plus the one that I've just shown you there. So 54 there. So that's the full collection. Not going to have any more now for these because they stopped releasing these. But it's nice to have and get a wide variety of films and genres, and a number of different actors appearing in the films as well. So that's all of those. So I don't know which part of my collection then I'll do in my next in-depth look. I've got a few ideas. I think I'll probably do one that I'm not going to get any more titles for. So I may do a new update on that Ingmar Bergman collection, which is one of my first videos, or may do another part. So I'd rather do one that I'm not going to get any more titles for, then I don't have to worry about updating it, and then I can show you the full set of what has been released. So as usual, please rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.